Hi, I'm Michael Cohn from Advanced Tubular Technologies. I'm the developer of VTube-STEP software. VTube-STEP software has come a long ways, and I've added a lot of features to it, but I'm really excited about version 2.1, which I've just released. In this release, I've included unbending with tube elongation, and also I've allowed you to select components that can be added to straights and unbent with the straights. I'm going to show you those features now, so let's get started. The first thing we do after importing a solid model is to select the straights in order to add them to the collection. This is going to allow us to calculate the center line of the tube and the bender data. This is a feature that's been in VTube since the beginning. But this next feature is brand new. The capability to add components and associate them with straights to the collection. When we do this, we can select anything that's a solid model and associate it with any straight in order to use that for unbending that component with the straight. Now we're going to calculate the center line by generating the tube model. You can see the tube center line data on the left in the XYZ coordinates. But there's a new column in the LRA, and that column allows us to unbend any bend in the tube. You can see the unbending happens as soon as we perform a redraw. You simply check on the box on the left in the unbend column, and then you press F2 or refresh graphics, and the tube unbends whatever bends you have checked in the check boxes and takes the components with the unbending. And I've added an unbend tab to the tube data menu. In that, we allow you to pull up two floating windows, the unbent XYZ and the unbent LRA bender data. These windows are grids that contain real-time data. As soon as you change the bent state of any of the tube's bends, you'll see the data change in the grids. The data in these grids can be selected with a mouse and copied to the clipboard as well. So this is really a useful new feature for experimenting with straightened tubes. I've even added the Convert to Unbent to Main button here that allows you to permanently unbend the tube into another tube shape. And here I've unbent the entire tube with all of the components in the unbending. This is a great way to find the orientation of the components relative to each other before bending. I also wanted to include a way to account for a tube elongation in the arcs during bending. So using the tube elongation percentage in part setup, you can actually change the length of the unbent tube in the arcs and take all of the components with that change in real time. So I hope you can see why I'm excited about VTube-STEP version 2.1 with its new unbending and component collection capabilities. Thanks for taking the time to watch the video.